What is anxiety? For me, it's a nauseous or kind of gut feeling, kind of somewhere between I want to throw up and I might need to go to the bathroom. Does your anxiety hit you when you're about to go somewhere or do something? This could be your body's way of communicating to you that you've agreed to do something that you don't want to do. Or your body may also be communicating that you feel like you have no say or control over what is going on. I know this was my experience. Let's chat more about this in today's video in our series about anxiety. After living my life on autopilot and for others for many years, I awoke as if from a sedated state. I've lived through depression and anxiety. For years, I felt utterly lost. As I dug through life trying to find my way, I finally stood up and declared, there has got to be more. I have broken free from the average and mundane thinking of before. I am now claiming my right to have love, joy, and freedom. Through exploring different ways of thinking and lifestyle habits, I have created a life of love, joy, and freedom. Now's the time to boldly ask yourself, what makes me happy? How can I feel free? Join me on this journey. Welcome to Little Bits of Wellness. My name is Julie. There are many reasons why you may be experiencing anxiety. This is why I have created a series on anxiety. I want to devote proper attention to each type of anxiety. Yes, there's one basic definition for anxiety, but as with anything else to do with humans, it's just not that simple. We'll dive into the subject of anxiety from a holistic perspective. By holistic, I mean we'll look at anxiety with the whole you in mind. That is the body, mind, spirit, and emotion as it relates to anxiety within you. What is anxiety? I have read that anxiety is based in fear or future thinking. In my experience, it's a feeling I get. For me, it's a nauseous or kind of gut feeling, kind of somewhere between I want to throw up and I might need to go to the bathroom. This can also rise to like a sensation in my throat, like there's something stuck there and I just can't like swallow over it. Also, if I'm anxious about something for like a really long time, then I'll start to feel it in my shoulders or in my neck because that's where I hold my tension and stress. Where do you feel anxiety in your body? Have you ever stopped to think about the physical sensations that you're experiencing? My mind is usually focused on something I don't want to do. Or I'm telling myself that I have to do it or that I should do it. Bills or having a conversation with someone that I'm telling myself I, need to have or I want to have it so that we can be cool with each other. And I think about what I should say or how they're going to react to what I'm saying. So then I wind up feeling exhausted and anxious about a conversation that I've had multiple times in my mind, and it hasn't even happened yet. Now let's look at a dictionary definition on anxiety. I looked it up on Google. Oh man, It's kind of a longish definition here, but I still think that there's value in reading it through and understanding what anxiety is. Anxiety, a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. A desire to do something, typically accompanied by unease. A mental condition characterized by excessive apprehensiveness about real or perceived threats, typically leading to avoidance behaviors and often to physical symptoms such as increased heart rate and muscle tension. If you're feeling anxious, it's really helpful to take a pause, a deep breath, and ask yourself, what am I anxious about? Like, really think through what is causing the emotions and the physical sensations that you're having right now, because sometimes you can identify what the reason is. I have a big bill to pay. I have a conversation to have. I don't want to go to work. Or sometimes you can't identify it. You're like, I'm happy. I have a roof over my head. I have a good, loving relationship. I have everything that I need. I'm doing stuff that I want. Why am I feeling anxious right now? Let's take the example, I don't want to go to work. With work, unless you were raised in a home where you were encouraged to follow your heart and your dreams, and the job that you dreamed of doing actually exists, you might not have anxiety about going to work. But since that's a rarity and the majority of us are doing jobs that maybe are less than desirable, this might be an issue for you. Solutions. Okay, trick number 1. I found this super helpful when I was going through a rough time with working a job that was not something that I really wanted to do. By the way, if you have a physical injury that you know is going to be upset when we go through this exercise, please skip over that part of your body and do not stress it out more. Just jump on to the next one, okay? A great time to do this is while you're in your car, like you've driven to work and you're sitting there about to go in the building. This will help you work through that overwhelming sensation so that you can get yourself into the building and do what you've got to do. So we're going to talk through it a little bit so you kind of get an understanding of what's going on. I will also link a video down in the description below. It will be a video that is just going through the exercise so that you can save it to a folder and have that exercise there and ready for whenever you need to use it. In this exercise, we're going to focus on different areas of your body and breathing. So to start with, you're going to shut the car off, or you could have music on if that helps out. But the main point is to take a slow, deep breath for about 5 seconds. Then we're going to hold it for just a moment or two. Then we're going to exhale nice and slowly for about a count of 6 or 7. You want the inhale to be slightly shorter than the amount of time that you're slowly exhaling for. This will bring your heart rate back to a slower, easier rate, and it will help calm your body. First, you're going to focus on your feet. Have both feet on the floor, and you're going to squeeze your feet, like the muscles in your feet. You're going to just like flex them all the best you can and hold it for a moment, and then you're going to release. Then you're going to move up to your calf muscles, your lower leg. You're going to squeeze those muscles and hold it as tight as you can, and then you're going to release and let it go. Then you're going to move up to the upper leg, and you're going to flex your quads and squeeze them as hard as you can. Hold it and then release. All the while, as you're moving up your body, you want to keep that nice, slow inhale and the nice, slow exhale. Then you're going to move up to your abdomen or your stomach area, and you're going to squeeze and flex that. Suck it in, and hold it. And then you're going to release and let it all go. Then your arms, you're going to flex your muscles and squeeze as hard as you can, and then you're going to let it go. You're going to scrunch up your neck, squeeze, hold, and then let it go. Then you're going to go to your face, and you're going to squeeze, flex, and then let it go. The hope with this exercise is that you'll take the focus off of your thoughts and your feelings, and you'll allow your body to calm and relax. I don't know about you, but in my experience, most of the time, if I can get myself there and in the door, then I can go do whatever I need to do. I can go conquer the task. However, if I talk myself out of it before I ever leave the house or get out of the car, then I get overwhelmed by my thoughts and feelings of anxiety. Sometimes it's a class or event or social gathering that I really do want to go to. Like in my heart, I want to go do it, but I can get anxious about the social interaction situation or feel like I don't know what to talk about. And then I can psych myself out, get totally anxious. And then at the last minute, I'm like, I don't want to go. Never mind, I'm not going. This exercise may not take away all of the feelings or sensation. I know it didn't take them all away for me, but it did calm down the overwhelming sensations that just literally made me sick to my stomach. It made it feel more manageable so that I could get through the door and get my day started, or so I could get through the door and take that class or interact with people that I wanted to get to know. If you are finding this information helpful, please help our channel out and click that like button, that thumbs up down below, and help support our channel. It helps get our video out there in front of more people, so hopefully I can help more people. Trick number 2 is a breathing exercise. I love this one because you can take it with you wherever you go. I will also include another video in the description down below. Again, you can save all of these videos to a folder. You can label it calm or anxiety help or whatever, whatever you like to name that. And then you can make it private so nobody else has to know that you have these videos. And then anytime you need a little help getting through a situation or just want to relax and you need a little extra guidance, I'll be there for you. In order to help try and keep this video on the shorter side, I am not going to physically go through the entire exercise. I'm just gonna talk you through it so that you understand like the method and what you're supposed to do or what the goal is. With this exercise, you're going to go through a cycle of breathing. Breathing in, holding, breathing out, holding, and then just repeating that over and over again. Perhaps you've heard of the fight, flight, or freeze function of your body. Anxiety is a creation out of this function of the body. If you haven't been exposed to that concept, the fight, flight, or freeze, it is basically a programmed in your DNA, inherited through all of our ancestors in order to help you deal with stressful situations, or your body feels like it's a stressful situation. So you will either react with fighting or running away as fast as you can, or you'll freeze and you can't move or do anything because of the fear you're feeling. I've used this breathing exercise in the car. I have gone in the restroom and I've done it in there. I've taken a minute during break and I have done it just a couple cycles. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. And then it has put me in a better mind frame, it has allowed me to calm myself in situations where I'm at work and I would like to react differently. It has helped me when I am doing something with my children and a behavior kind of gets me worked up and I would like to react in a calmer way with my children. This allows a few seconds for you to gather yourself and react the way you would like to react instead of just flying off the chain, you know. The ultimate solution. The two previous options help you manage the symptoms of anxiety. This solution will help get you on your way to nearly eliminating anxiety altogether. Many years ago, I came across a piece of information that has stuck with me over the years. Anxiety can be a way of your body communicating with you on a soul level. Your body is telling you physically that you are not living true to yourself. Those dreams you have, or maybe used to have, those things you love to do, that lifestyle that you wish you had, those places you want to go, are you doing them? This is the truth that I'm talking about. What can you do now or nowish? Like today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, soon, to do the things you want to do. Decide on one thing for now that you want to do, be, or have. What can you do now that is a step in the direction of what you want? Another level of understanding your anxiety and managing your physical symptoms is, what are you anxious about? What is it that's bothering you? No, but literally ask yourself, in your head if you're in public or if you're alone, out loud. What is the problem? I do this. Sometimes I have a specific thing that I can identify. Then comes the question, is there anything that I can do about it? Is there anything I can change? Is there anything that will help? Other times, no, there is nothing that I can think of for the feelings that I'm having. If you can't find a reason for the anxiety, or you can't do anything about it, then think of someone or something you love. We'll call this trick 3A because the ultimate solution is like the third trick. And this is kind of like a subset of that. Okay, here we go. I attended a seminar earlier this year, and one of the presenters had a fantastic way to improve your mood almost instantly. We will call this 30 seconds of love. For 30 seconds, you're going to list off things that you love and then picture them while you're listing them off. Let's say it's an animal. If they're right there with you, pet them. Think about how you love them. Think about how their fur feels, or if it's another animal, how their skin feels. And list off all of the reasons that you love them. If it's a person, either you have a picture of them with you or they're right there. You could look at them and think about all the reasons you love that person. For things, picture it and list off the reasons you love it. A thing such as trees. Why do you love trees? That's one of mine. I like to do this 30 seconds of love while I'm walking from the car in the parking lot into the building going into work. One of my daily affirmations is I start my day with positive thoughts and feelings, and one of the ways I take that from just being something that I say to actually doing it, action, is to do this 30 seconds of love while I'm going into the building, because that puts me in a nice, happy mood, gives me those positive thoughts and feelings so that I can start my day off the way I would like. For instance, I love rainbows. I love sunshine. I love blue sky. I love trees. I love flowers. Try it out. It makes me smile every single time. So in this video, we have learned some ways to identify the physical sensations that we feel when we're experiencing anxiety. We have gone through a few different tricks that you can use to help you manage your symptoms of anxiety. By thinking about what you want from this life, you are taking control of some things that you can control. Your mindset is key here. For instance, I thought I didn't want to go to work, but I enjoy the food, electricity, water, and the home that I live in that is provided by me going to work and earning the money. So I do want to go to work because I want to enjoy these things that I buy from going to work. The job that I was working many years ago was not the right fit for me. It was not what I wanted to be doing. So I asked myself the question, what do I want to do? What does that look like? Then I looked for jobs in my area that provided that style of working. Then I took the classes that I needed in order to educate myself and do that job. I took things step by step in order to get what I want. You can do this too. If I can do it, you can do it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and continue on this journey with me. Thank you for joining me today. Check out the description down below for some more videos to help you keep learning and growing.